locals will tell you it's the flattest place on the planet. I'm talking about Hay in New South Wales, halfway between Sydney and Adelaide, or 400 kilometres from Melbourne. Hay is your classic country town, having prospered, literally, riding on the sheep's back. And today it is still renowned for its prize-winning merinos. But if you roll into town on a weekend, you'll find them tending to a very different kind of passion, on a very different kind of paddock. They love their rugby out here, and you'd have to. Some of them drive up to 7 hours for a game on a weekend.
Keep them out, hey! Keep them out! Keep them out! Go, Joe!
This is Justin Campbell. He's a mate of mine from Ag College, and he is the coach of the Hay Cutters Rugby Union Club, who today are up against the Barbars from Booligal.
Hey, get there, hey!
I always say when you come to the country towns, go to the pubs and find out what's going on. But, well, the only reason I say that is to meet the locals. So if the football's on Saturday or the football's on Sunday, this is an equally good, if not better, place to come and meet the locals. And then you really find out where you should go, what you should do and what's going on in town. You'd be a goose not to listen to the locals, so it's off for a look at the Australian Shearers Hall of Fame. Billy Garner is a champion shearer who has shed buckets of sweat all around the country. These days, when he's not giving demonstrations, Billy is putting his gang of trainee shearers through their paces.
So you've done a bit of shearing before, mate?
Not much, mate.
Not much?
Not enough to be a champion like you, though.
Yeah, we've drawn a few sheep around this area.
Billy, do you like being a shearer?
Well, yeah, basically when I first started, I've been shearing now 18 years. And back then, that's what basically Hay was on the sheep's back,
yeah.
like the rest of Australia.
Hey! Oh.
What's that on your forehead, Ben?
I'd say that's sweat. There's not many harder ways to make $2.03. Oh no, where's the next one? I'm joking.
If after watching the fleece fly, you feel like you want to get your hands dirty, several properties around the region, like the famous Shearer stud, would love to put you to work. Shearer stud is one of this country's finest producers of merino wool and rams. So fine, in fact, that once it had a ram featured on the old shilling coin. If they're not at the rugby or working, the young blokes like first-year jackaroo Adam can often be found downing a well-earned frosty or two at the local.
And how is it? How's Hay?
Yeah, good. Bloody good.
Why?
Oh, it's, I don't know, just good atmosphere, like when you go out and stuff. Like, you know, everyone's up for yarn and stuff instead of Sydney. You know, like, I went to school up in Sydney and it's all a bit, you know, you talk to the people you know, not to the people you don't know.
Well, there you have it. We've crossed so many different time zones tonight.